Hey, I'll get right into it, but Dutch did a video of it, and I saw it, and I really think this bitch needs a response. First of all, should say that it's pretty much it seems pretty much a preaching to the choir account. They disable all ratings and comments. They just got a whole series of people with no point, counterpoint, no debate, no nothing. It's just why you should believe in God.
Relax for a second, because I know what you're thinking. You're sitting here thinking, what is this girl about to say about the existence of God, that the universe as we know it came to being from a Big Bang? Now you may say like me.
Well, some people think the parts existed before the Big Bang and it was in a singularity. Other people, like me, think that quantum mechanics, quantum fluctuations, started it. That's mathematically shown. Depending on what you think, there are points than just Big Bang. Yeah. Plus, Big Bang was shown by a steady state theorist, and you're an idiot.
Scientists, you think that the first life formed in some primordial soup over millions and millions and
3.5 billion years ago was first fossils found. And the whole primordial soup, it's actually something people do accept that theory. I do a little bit.
Millions of years ago. But think about this.
She has a big smile.
Were there any scientists there when it happened?
Oh my God! You're right! No scientists were there at the Big Bang! That means if somebody shoots somebody else and there's nobody there, we should let him go! Because nobody was there to see it!
Did anyone of them ever observe that happening?
Large Hadron Collider, we have small scale stuff where we can, where we are planning on seeing like 400ths of a second after the Big Bang. So you're an idiot.
Or do they have any proof of it happening?
Microwave radiation background, Hubble's law. Let's see, there's a lot of crap that does kind of help. But keep going.
Oh no, the answer is no.
Actually,
see, on that basis alone, you have no reason to believe evolution.
Look, she's got a little face. Some of the thing I've been studying before is facts. Her eyebrows are raised, all of them. Looks a little bit of... she looks kind of worried. I don't know. But if you ever hear micro expression, but she's really trying to like emphasize this.
Because it has not been observed. Therefore, it is...
So we should let Charles Manson go because nobody observed him killing the Tates.
Not scientific. In order for something to be considered science, it has to be observed.
I've done it.
Otherwise, it's blind faith. No one has ever observed the Big Bang, or even an ape mutating into a man for that matter.
Yeah, but we have not seen that, and nobody says it. So, people have said that children with genetic mutations that can survive better can pass on their genes better than the people before them. Like the people who survived the Black Plague, their children nowadays have resistance to AIDS. Who do you think's gonna survive AIDS better? You? And I'm not bringing that up just because she's a black girl.
Not to mention, Nebraska Man was nothing more than a tooth connected to a physiological jawbone. The jawbone was connected to the skull, which was connected to the skeleton, which was then given a face, features, and fur. Hey, we've heard of Piltdown Man, Neanderthal Man, and others.
Neanderthal Man's real. I don't... Piltdown Man? Wait, which one was Piltdown Man? I forget if that was real or not.
How many hoaxes will it take for you to be fed up with these frauds?
You state one fraud and then you assert the rest are frauds. Fuck you.
You can very well argue, well, you weren't there in the beginning with God, so you...
Again, I will reiterate, we should let Charles Manson go. We should let those 9/11 hijackers, the masterminds, because did you see them plan 9/11? No? Well, it is not scientific, and if it is not scientific, then it is blind faith that we have the right people. So we should let them go.
We can't prove God's existence scientifically either. And that's actually true. The fact is, neither one of us were there in the beginning.
That's
okay? So what we have to do is look at where the evidence falls.
Evolution.
We have to look at the option that is most rational. Does life show intelligence, or is this all a result of chance?
Rabbits eat their own feces for nutrients, bitch.
Well, the first purported proof, it's actually a logical proof for the existence of God that I'm going to present to you today, is actually the argument from design.
Oh, I want to. Okay. I've been listening to the teaching company. If you guys ever get a chance to, these lectures are awesome. There's one called Science versus Religion, and it talks about I forget if it's that one, but there's one where it talks about like all the old evidence for God, and this one is like medieval ages, which is fucking hilarious. And the fact is that old philosophers destroyed this hundreds of years ago. I believe it was hundreds of years ago. So you're an idiot. Basically what she's gonna say, well, design shows there's a designer, blah blah blah. But you know what? Let's use the watchmaker argument. If you find a watch in the woods, that shows that there's a watchmaker. Well, actually, if you stumble on a watch and there's nobody around, doesn't that show that there could be several watchmakers? How about gold makers for the watch? How about people other than that? I mean, it's actually an argument for a deistic God, not your God. Okay, it's actually an argument for polytheistic religions and deistic gods. So you're an idiot.
What that says is that all design requires a designer. The universe has design.
She asserts it.
Therefore, the universe has a designer. Right? Now, on the atheistic worldview, there's no way to explain this good fortune.
The human heart has the one main artery or something. I forget. There's a documentary called Flock of Dodos. I'd love to do a big awesome thing for this, but whatever. But okay, rabbits again. I'll just use that example. Rabbits eat their own feces for nutrients because their stomach is too the stomach that it first goes to is too lower than the actual like intestines or whatever, wherever they actually get the nutrients from. So they have to shit it out and eat it up. That is intelligence right there. That is intelligent shit eating right there. Yeah.
Atheists must put this down to chance. When we observe nature, whether on a small level like cells of protein,
an intelligent designer wouldn't have rabbits.
Or a large level like the universe, we see precision and purpose.
We live on 0.0001% of this universe, and that's intelligence.
From that observation, we can infer that there is intelligence behind it all.
No, we can infer that that there's a universe and that some of it is inhabitable.
A former professor of philosophy at USC, he said,
notice the word philosophy.
We all know pieces of clay don't come together by themselves and form bricks.
Okay, I'm going to stop this right here and go on to the next one.